Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Unification casts this side of East Yorkshire. And today we've got a 2 vs 2 on Rockclaw Foothills. So on the southern side, as the Night Lords, we've got Eri 7889. And playing as the World Eaters, we've got Tiger Shark. First playing as the northern side, as the Vostroyan Firstborn, we've got Mr. Nurspeak. And we've got Yith of War Pro playing as the Dark Angels. And before I get into this game, I do want to highlight that on top of the Dark Lords building is a bunch of dead people, which makes me think of what would happen to Gandalf if he was left by Saruman all those many years ago. But minor observation aside, this is going to be a very scrappy game, I reckon. All these factions are remarkably good in Tier 1, so there's going to be lots of back and forth, I reckon. And what the Vostroyan Firstborn, they've got some fairly decent infantry in the early games, as well as what becomes their hunters, which just basically come out with their little sniper rifles, which are remarkably good against lightly armoured infantry. Already seen the Furies coming out as quickly as humanly possible. Sometimes you see Night Lords opening with Furies, because they're a little bit cheaper and a little bit quicker. Sometimes you'll see them go for Scouts. Depending on what their build order requires, we'll be seeing the Captain from the Storm Barracks, as this Captain is just amazing at dueling other Lords. Cornight Lord, not sure about the Cornight Lord. He has been a bit shite in the past. We'll see if the current update, or should I say the current 7.0 patch, does him any favours. But in the past, we have seen him go 1-to-1 against much weaker Lords. Like, for example, the Brood Lord Tier 1 is meant to be really bad for the Tyranids, and he gets better as the evolution goes on, and the Brood Lord was able to snipe him out. So we'll see if he does anything useful. Dark Angels will be capturing their relics as is good and proper. Quick manoeuvring over onto the middle bit, as we've said every single time on this map. Hold the centre, control the spies, etc, etc. Firstborn squad coming over with a Lord Regent in their ranks, who I just love the way he uses sniper rifle. With a casual flick of the wrist, no need to use that scope. You could just feel the aim. And Furies, they're not exactly meant that they are just basically pure capping units. Capping and tying up, that's exactly what they do. Cannot really rely on them doing much damage in the field of combat, and they will have their strategic point being decapped. Here come the Cornight Raptors, I assume. Yep, Cornight Raptors. And en masse, they do incredible amounts of damage. Now combine these Raptors with the Night Lord's Raptors, and, well, you've got a recipe for melee destruction. Cornight Lord, though, will struggle with his little legs to keep up on top of them. Fury's now going to come in as well, just for the fun of it. The Cornight Lord deciding, right, okay, well, I can't keep up with you guys, but maybe I can catch up with these Space Marines over on the right-hand side. Firstborn going to run away, potentially hiding inside Listing Post, but they're going to stop it, as the fortified position add-on is been upgraded. Need to make sure that those Vostroyans don't upgrade all their Listing Posts too early, as, I mean, they've got plasma guns, I think, on their Listing Post when you upgrade them, which is stupidly good against heavy infantry in the early games. Cornight Lord, there we go, look at him. He's going toe-to-toe with everyone. He's fulfilling his destiny. Can he actually do it? And he's going to try and ignore the Company Master. Oh, go on, have him in a glorious 1 vs 1. Just going to pussyfoot around as he just slaps him as he walks by. Fair enough, keeping that pin pan strong. That's how y'all do it. Furies breaking the morale of the Scouts, question mark? You are indeed Scouts. And actually, in a close combat engagement, they shouldn't be losing, but the morale broken, they ain't going to be doing all that much in the way of damage. There we go, Cornight Lord also being surrounded by another lone Raptor, slaying that one dude for turning his attention to try and defend his comrades in arms. One Space Marine squad almost been squad wiped there. Will be saved by the Company Master. Also got Lord Regent attaching himself from the squad, involved with his Power Sword. Lovely hat that he's got on as well. And it's just madness and mayhem. But the centre is being held by the Southern Chaotic team, which have kind of gone for a bit of a thematic stuff over here. Emperor stuff on the northern side, Chaos stuff on the southern side. Captain trying to slice through the Listing Post, which it's not really amazing at destroying buildings, I don't think. He's not exactly amazing at it. He's definitely more happier with killing captains and stuff. Like Lord keen to wet his axe with the Company Master's blood, and he will indeed get some shenanigans in there. Also got some Blood Pact Warriors coming in, which do all right in close combat, but they die very, very quickly. But they are also remarkably cheap at 20 blue. Which means it's the same price as a regular guardsman, but, you know, much cheaper than, what, Space Marine squad at 50. You almost fit 3 Bloodpack Troopers into 1 Space Marine, no pun intended. Talk about the economy, not size. Scout Marines, remarkably strong. Scout unit from the Dark Angels. All these guys dying pretty quickly. But really, I mean, this does look like it's overextension. It probably is to some degree, but the further they can hold these guys back, the more space they've got to play with down over onto this side. And we are seeing Tier 2 on the way for Tiger Shark, and I assume, oh no, no Tier 2 for Eri. He's going to chill out over on this side. And, oh, bloody hell. Right, hold on, I'm going to redo my bloody graphics. Oh no, don't, we're fine. Okay. Marvellous. Ooh. Oh no, you lie. You lie, game. Fine. Okay, I will redo it. Hold on. Okay, we're back. Well done, mate. I'm a professional. But it's not like I've been doing this for a couple of years, and I know how the graphics work. But, well, the Codex Lord is nearly dead, but they've made the space. Well, if you regard, we've got the Bars Fabricate and Fairness on the way. So we've got tanks incoming from the Vostroyan Firstborn, and a quite decent-looking push. Not much in the way of defensive stuff in place down here. Problem with these Altars of Khorne as well is that, yeah, okay, they're able to do a big explosion and kill everyone nearby, but other than that, they've got no real defensive stuff going on. Raptors will jump in their midst, and they'll be shot by several things. This bloody zappy thing down here causing some issues for everyone down on the floor. Double Scout Marines, no snipers or shotguns on them. In fact, combat shotguns would probably be a major boon for the firing lines of the Dark Angels here. The Khorne Raptors, a singular squad, ain't going to be doing all that much. In fact, nearly killing a company commander, but he was already quite low health anyway, so not sure how effective that was. But Demonhurst listfully flirting down over towards the top right-hand side. And the captain is just chilling until he got shot by... Oh, it was just one drive-by. Oh, never mind. Thought about driving away, but deciding, no, we're going to finish off this captain. And he's taken like an absolute champion, but probably not what he wants to do. Will fly away. So, yeah, this is interesting. It looked like there was a major push, and that the Southern team were going to have an iron's grip down over on the Southern side, but appears not. Now got the Ogren Lugger squad. Powerful ranged unit, considering that typically a close combat unit are Ogrens, but we like our variety in our guardsman squads. Altar of Khorne been whittled away slowly. In fact, never mind slowly, it's actually been whittled away pretty quickly. Doesn't have much health, do the Altar of Khornes. Also hasn't built up a listing person, this relic. Mr. Evie7889, if that is even your real name. Ogren's just thumping the ground as a Pegasus AFV comes rolling on in. Which is like a Chimera, but a little bit smaller. Our Raps are trying to do the best they can on their own. Captain goes down. Was that a captain? Yes, it was the captain, because yours Raptors. And you were killing stuff, I assume. Doesn't look like you've killed much, but you've certainly given things a go. There we go, the shotguns now on those scouts. So all Raps are going to really, really struggle against them. As a response, Emi has gone for the Terror Squad, which if they can get their, oh, what's it called, their terror grenades on the go, be amazing against other infantry squads. Also got the Hellfire Dreadnought from Tiger Shark. Just sniping out one scout from a distance. Not doing amazing damage against them, to be fair. But yeah, barely doing any damage at all. I want to save that for all these dudes. It's just such a wonderful capping animation. Yes, we bash ground. We own ground now. And just a little chance that they do as well. Amazing stuff. Love it. Absolutely love it. So yeah, the Northern team have now got hold of the centre. We do have a Demon Gate, which is what the Dreadnoughts are coming from. Or some regular Khorne Berserkers. That is good and proper. So no Raptor stuff. These guys are a little bit slower, but a little bit meatier. And I do believe that they've got a charge mechanic, unless they've got to research that. I mean, we'll see soon. You quite like the models for the Corps Marines. Nice little trims on their shoulder pauldrons. There we go, they come. Berserker Dreadnought, fire and flame. Feels like these ogres have been taking forever to capture the critical location. We've captured it now. Captain jumping straight in. Attempting to build up a sentry gun as the terror squads roll on forward. Double melter guns on them. Also got Havoc squad on the back line as well with their auto cannons. So the Pegasus won't be alive for very much longer. Berserk Dreadnought just sitting in the middle, and there's not much anti-vehicle stuff for the Dark Angels or the Vostroyan Guard. In fact, actually, what's the Vostroyan Guard doing? You haven't got much on the battlefield at the moment. You have gone for a Tesla coil, which is fun. It's just because he's going tier 4. Okay. So that's why there's not much in the way of Vostroyan stuff at the moment. Deathwing Company champion. So Yif of War Pro has gone for the Might of, not the Might of Sanguinius, wrong Primarch. The Deathwing people. Yes, that's what they're called. I think these dudes, that symbol there, that's what they're called. The Hell Talent. And the Night Lords have access to two different types of Hell Talents. They've got an anti-air one and an anti-building/vehicle one. They have elected for the more traditional side of things. Also bigger, chunkier piece of aircraft as well. F1 Company champion holding on for as long as he can, but dying. Terrible circumstances, being sandwiched between two dreadnoughts. Alice Razorback is suffering from the ire of the mechanical men. Here come the bloodletters. Now, are these the ones? Because I know that the Chaos Demons, they regen their health when they bash people at close combat, do the bloodletters. Not sure if that's the same for the Chaos Space Marine, whatever you call them, the World Eaters. I'm running on that assumption. What a range on that Tesla coil. My goodness, my gracious. Not sure what kind of weapon damage you do, but a range like that, it's no problem really. We'll just get it all on camera. Infiltrate scouts now, so the captain will be struggling with them. We'll just fly away instead. The Lord Regent been brought back to the battlefield after he died at some point in the past. This post being taken care of. And that's, I suppose, what the Southern team have really kind of missed out on here. They were pushing these guys so far back, they didn't really take out much of their economy. They have started doing that now, but maybe a little bit too late. Any major effect. There's some blasty stuff incoming. Who are you from there? Oh, are you the Hind gunship? Oh, you were something. Oh no, maybe that was the Lord Regent. With his orbital bombardment style kind of ability. A lot of them have. Terror Squad having to run away from the Hind. And the Hellfire Dreadnought is just going to stand there. Pulling back Tiger Shark. He's just one boy. There's only so much you could do. Completely missing that gunship. Not sure what he was aiming for. And he's dead. But I suppose that's a victory for the Chaos Dreadnoughts. I can't imagine being alive in one is a huge vibe. But Mechanicum is done. Tier 3 on the way. And we do have... Have you built any of those? Ah, you're building your manufacture on Primaris. So big vehicular stuff on the way. Raptors having to fall back. And at the moment, those double Hinds are putting the Southern players in a bit of a bind if you don't mind the rhyme. Oh my lord, just in there. Taking on one Ogrin at a time. It's got no morale. You've got to bear in mind as well that for as long as these guys are in close combat, the more economy the Southern team have. And I mean, speaking of economy, let's have a really, really quick ganders. 92 and 86 and 135 and 79, better 174 and 60. And it just fluctuates. It does what it wants, but that's roughly the economy, so long as the blood keeps on being spilt. Blood Crusher being sent to its own death. Not sure if that's the play to make. After all, when you've got a sizable force here, you kind of want to be building up your own, and there's not much going on. Although we do have a great gate. And also the bloodied. Are you just like... Yeah, you're just calling out Marines, but different, I suppose. Fair enough. Got double T for corn. For a whole smorgasbord of autocannons. Hiding in that heavy cover. Deathwing Terminator squads. And oh, it's starting again. There we go. They're just having the best time. Just leave them to it, boys. Leave them to it. That's what we want. That's what we need. The Deathwing Terminators, although they've got really strong armour, won't be doing much against that amount of autocannons. Chief Librarian. I keep on being that Chef Librarian whenever I'm reading in my spare time. Going toe-to-toe with some Bloodied. The Bloodied are deaded. Got plenty of Night Lord stuff on the ridge. Not wanting to get involved downstairs, which suits them just fine. Hold these back a little bit into the heavy cover. Let the Night Lords get into range. Is anything coming out from the Great Gate? Not at the moment. You don't quite have the money for it. Need to save up some. Bit of a questionable position for it to be placed so far on the front lines. There's a Sicarian battle tank on the way. And are you getting anything from your... nope, you're not at the moment. You do have some Castellan robot squads. Raptors jumping straight in the middle, but dying pretty quickly. Blood Crusher. From the warp it comes. The Warp Talon squad down here. Only melee. Need to slice up those Deathwing Terminators, but we do also have a Vindicator in the backline as well, which will explain why a lot of the heavy infantry is being killed pretty quickly. Absolutely lethal stuff as these guys are being blasted around left, right and centre. Can the Sicarian battle tank turn things around as it stands? That's a lot to deal with, really. The Night Lords have anything else? They've got the Obliterator squad. They've got some more Warp Talons command. Not much, really. They've got their tier 4 on the way, which... fair enough. I mean, it's not a terrible idea going for tier 4 on this stage. We've got this knock on your front door. Something more substantial. Great Gate goes down. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate indeed. You could have built it somewhere down here. And if you did, you have a Sicarian battle tank on your hands. Nope, none for you, sir. None for you indeed. Great Portal of Champions on his way out. Lord Krull attempting to show his face. It does look like the Portal of Champions will go down. Makes me think of, oh, you know, in Warcraft 3, that RTS game from way back when, before they reforged it and ruined it, which just daily reminder that modern companies can't do anything right. Yeah, that's where my brain went when I saw that. So ignore me. Oh, done. What do you want? It's your life. Oh, well, lots of green nonsense going on here. Probably less than ideal, these guys, but it looks like they're kind of ignoring it. Blood Slaughterer, ideal for slicing things up in close combat, but these Hinds are causing some issues. If Eri goes for the Hell Talon variants, which are anti-aircraft, I'll do them amazing stuff in this situation, but it does not look like he's going to go for it. As we built the Great Gate down here, going to go for that Skyrim battle tank once again. But is it too little too late? Shatter Dome on the way. And a Land Raider Phobos. Big units attempting to be built up here. Got a Khorne-possessed Marine squad. But these guys are falling into the old mistake of streaming in their units one at a time, when they should really build up their own forces a little bit behind the frontline engagements, and once they've got a small army, then kind of push in and see what they could do. I mean, we'll still probably die in this circumstance, but the Night Lords, they've just... oh, they've given up. They've surrendered. What kind of money did you have before you... Eri, you had money! What are you doing, Eri? What were you doing? Were you busy texting girls or something? My goodness, my gracious. With all the money in the world, could have had a substantial fighting force. While these guys were building up their armies, they were too busy doing whatever Night Lords do. They don't really say Not in this family-friendly cast. A really strong opening from the Southern team, but then just bottling it, really. Throwing it all to a side for collecting money, essentially. Even Tiger Shark's got a lot of money here. And no. Scouting Battle Tank would have been amazing as a supporting relic unit. I mean, look, just look. Look how quickly he's killed all those guys on his own. If he was able to get out, that would have been a completely different engagement. If he was there, supported by 2 Havocs, Night Lords coming around the backside to type these guys, and all that stuff, his whole army would have been killed pretty darn quickly. But it's not meant to be. It's not meant to be, and that is the way they say it goes. So yeah, thank you boys for sending the game into the Discord. And if you want to support the channel, have a look at the old Patreon. £1 a month gets you once a game a week. And there is also a Discord, where Discord things happen. Links in the description as always. I'm Mr. Landshark. Pleasure's always never short. Now, see you in a bit. Peace.